Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Poe Planez, aka Lovely. I look to welcome y'all to All Love, Big Love. You already know what it is, my baby. You feel me? Everybody that already been here, you know what I'm saying? Welcome back. You already know what it is. You feel me? The Beef Gang. Look though, tonight we're gonna be getting in the store. We're gonna be doing this little app on my nigga Sweets. You feel me? It's this nigga, you feel me? I used to run with back in the day. You feel me? It's crazy because I was like thinking of the little shit, and I was like, damn, I remember this shit happened. I was like, I gotta tell this little up, you feel me? But yeah, man, I ain't gonna say his real name, you feel me? But we used to call him Sweets and shit. We used to call him Sweets. That's what, you know what I'm saying, he told us that's his, you know what I'm saying, nickname or whatever. But yeah, this nigga, I first met this nigga. If y'all look into it's the only picture I can find, but if I can find another one, switch the picture where you can see his face and shit better and shit. But he's the one in the thumbnail picture with the white beat on. He's looking down in the picture. And another nigga in that picture, he got his head down with the dreads. That's King Vory. You feel me? I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he signed. You can look him up on YouTube. He signed with Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? He's from her, but you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you feel me? But he's in that picture too. But that's when we was at the little studio or whatever. But Peep Gang, the reason why I'm telling this story is because this is a hustling ass nigga. Like, this nigga, like, is a hustling ass nigga. Like, bro be getting his cheese and shit. I ain't seen him in a long time, but when we was hustling back in the day, like, bro was really getting his cheese. He was out here getting it, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of niggas that I ran with that did they little thing, you feel me? But this nigga, like, I ain't gonna lie, these niggas, him and his little gang, they was consistent. Like, he ran with like a few niggas, but he always stayed with his, like, one, like his main nigga, you feel me? And them niggas was like, I ain't gonna lie, back in the, I say about like 8, 9 years ago, them niggas was terrorizing, you feel me, a part of the city. But they was, you know what I'm saying, getting everything, like getting a whole lot of shit, you feel me, and selling it for cheap. But Big Game, this nigga, you feel me? I first met this nigga like through my granny. Like we used to have to go to church and shit. You feel me? I used to stay with my granny and shit, and like she used to make a nigga go to church and shit. Like in order for us like to get our motherfucking get some money, like it's crazy how we used to do. We used to go to church every now and then, but the like to make us to like to really get us up off our ass, she'll be like, "Here, I go and give y'all little money that I'm gonna give y'all for the money for the week, and y'all just gotta go to church. We get in that bitch quick, you feel me? But this is my granny's one of her friends' grandsons. You feel me? And when we first met this nigga, we like me and my cousins, like my cousins know this nigga too. Y'all get in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about, cuz you feel me? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But people, when I tell y'all about this story, so people, we beat the nigga at church and shit, nigga. We clicked for burn. Like every time we would go to church, everybody would always get in trouble because we used to always dance and get, you know what I'm saying, do stupid shit on when the music started going fast. Doom, 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 doom. You know what I'm saying? You know how the little church music go fast. Nigga get up and start, you feel me, clowning and shit too much. But we used to get in trouble and shit a lot, you feel me, in church and shit. And I ain't seen him, like, after that, I ain't seen this nigga in like 3, 4 years later, until 3, 4 years later, you feel me? When I ran back into him again, it was around like a little bit around Derby time, you feel me? Uh, Around the time that I met him, you feel me? And yeah, that's why I said I actually did a story on this where I was like, Corman came back, and and after I hit a lick, it's in one of my videos, so y'all go check that motherfucker out, you feel me? I'm gonna try to see if I can put the link in the description, you feel me? That video, you feel me? But in that video or whatever, him and we went out like hitting licks all fucking day. You feel me? In different little neighborhoods and shit. And him and my nigga, one of my niggas that ended up shaking with some shorties. And me and he left his nigga with me. You feel me? One of his niggas with me. And that's when that shit happened. Like we did some shit and we almost got caught. And at the same time, I almost lost my life at night. You feel me? But I got away. You feel me? I did my thing. You feel me? But anyways, nigga, after that, I didn't run into this nigga for another like 2-3 years. You feel me? This time when I ran into him, my cousin, this nigga was telling me about. He was like, "Yeah, dude, got be having TVs and shit, game system, da da da." You feel me? This was back then when everybody like that big ass like wave of like niggas getting their shit broke in was going and niggas was having TVs, clothes, shoes, whatever for the low back then. So I'm like, how much you want for TVs and shit? Cause at this time I had just moved in with my apartment and shit. Damn, this motherfucker keep going. I just moved in one of my old apartment, and when I had moved in that motherfucker, I was like, shit, I need me a couple little TVs. You feel me? I only got like two. But this motherfucker's big, so I need me a couple TVs. So I goes over her. I'm like, it's this nigga, you feel me? We dapping up and shit. I was like, man. I told him what happened last time with me and his little partner. He was like, yeah, he told me, da da da. But bro was telling me the shit he had, nigga, he was selling like 40. And back then, 40, 50-inch TVs, them motherfuckers was nice. That's before niggas was getting 80 inches and 60-inch screen TVs and shit, and projectors. But this nigga had the 40s and 50s. He was selling them motherfuckers for $50. I'm like, oh shit, so we was buying hella TVs, you feel me, from this nigga. Like, this nigga would come over every day, you know what I'm saying, almost every other day. You feel me? Him and his little homie having little shit, you feel me? I'm like, man, this nigga be getting to it, you feel me? Like, this nigga was consistent with doing his thing. I ain't saying that he was the one that's doing it, but like I said, he had his own little crew. You know what I'm saying? Niggas doing their little thing and then, you know what I'm saying, getting back and shit. So, and it just wasn't even him, it was other motherfuckers throughout the city doing the same shit, you feel me? But Pete Gang, this nigga had came to me, pulled up on us one day. This nigga had two big ass, I'm talking about big ass motherfucking, he had a 4.4 and a 357. These motherfuckers was huge, you feel me? And this nigga was like, yeah, man, just had to play on the floor, you feel me? Got in, got out. And he was like, he was showing us the shit. I'm like, that motherfucker's huge. I was like, what you want for that? He was like, nigga, for real, give me whatever. He was like, shit, you can give me whatever you got in your pocket. I'll tell you. I'm like, damn, here, nigga. I was like, shit, I got $50. You feel $50, $60. He was like, man, I'm gonna need a little bit more. I'm like, nigga, you just. But the nigga ended up selling them to little cuz and shit. And nigga, I remember before he put out, I was like, man, you good? He was like, man, you already know I'm good. I got me a nut. Nigga, we can put out a big ass stack of 20s. But like, it's big, you feel me? Big ass stack. I'm talking about a huge ass stack of fucking 20s. I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay, y'all niggas be careful. You know what I'm saying? I remember my cousin Quay, this nigga, one day was, I guess he was trying out the gun, nigga. And the same time that this day he was trying out the gun, I don't know if he knew, but I had just got into it with some niggas, you feel me? And I'm at my nigga's house, you feel me? And I'm telling him about the shit. I had just got into it with a major nigga, you feel me? And we in his house chilling. Next thing you know, I heard boom, like this shit was so loud, nigga. Like I had to strap on my lap. When I went to grab it, like I jumped so motherfucking hard trying to see where it was coming from. I lightweight dropped the motherfucking Glock on the floor. You feel me? Pick that motherfucker up, goes to the window. I don't see nobody. Everybody ducked down. I'm looking out the window like, nigga, I'm trying to see where it's coming from. I don't see nobody. Next thing you know, 5 minutes later, cuz pull up laughing and shit. I go down there, I'm like, what's up, why you laughing? He was like, cuz, that motherfucker, you hear that motherfucker? I just shot that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, was you? I was like, where was you at? He was like, at the crib. Never remind you, this nigga lived 2 blocks over from me. This nigga shot that motherfucker at his crib, and that motherfucker sounded like it was right outside where we were. Like, it would sound like it was right outside type shit. Sound like we was getting shot at. That's how loud these motherfuckers is, you feel me? But yeah, man, that's my story on my nigga Sweets, man. You feel me? If you see the video, man, I salute you, little bro. Keep on getting your money. Keep doing your thing. I ain't see you in a minute. I hope you doing good, man. You feel me? Hopefully you changed. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, change. You still, if not, I don't even care, you feel me? As long as you doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, providing for your peoples and shit, your family. It's all love, you feel me? All love, big love. Yeah, that's what the show's about, you feel me? But yeah, man, y'all get in them comments, y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you feel me? Shout out my nigga Sweets, man. One of the baddest niggas and hustling niggas I met, you feel me? That nigga's a hustle, that's hustle man right there for real, you feel me? But yeah, man, it's your boy Lovely, man. All love, big love, my baby.